What if, after 70, walking more isn't actually the best answer? What if it's been quietly limiting you for decades? We've heard it all our lives. Just walk more to stay healthy. But now, many doctors and aging experts are offering a new perspective. Instead of focusing only on walking, the key might be shifting your attention to what actually protects your body and mind in this stage of life. Now, let's be clear. Walking is not a bad thing. Not at all. But after age 70, your body's needs change. And if long walks are still your main form of exercise, you could be missing out on 5 powerful practices that do a much better job at maintaining strength, balance, and mental clarity. Over the years. In this video, we'll talk about these 5 essential habits, now considered more important than simply walking, based on the latest research on healthy aging, mobility, brain health, and long-term independence. Stick with me until the end because focusing on these 5 areas could improve your quality of life, prevent falls and injuries, and even help you live longer, with health, confidence, and vitality. Let's get into it. Number 1. Strengthen your legs. The first key habit is building leg strength through resistance training. One of the biggest myths about aging is the idea that walking alone is enough to keep your legs strong. Yes, walking helps, but it's not enough to stop age-related muscle loss, which speeds up significantly after 70. The truth is, your legs need resistance. They need to push against something to stay strong, reliable, and functional. Without this, even if you walk an hour a day, you might still lose strength in the muscles that keep you stable and upright. Take Mr. Allen, for example. He's 76. He walked almost every morning, about 3 miles a day. He was proud of that routine and truly believed it was enough to stay in shape. But over time, he began struggling to get up from low chairs. His legs trembled when climbing stairs. Then one day, he fell while reaching for a book on a low shelf. At the doctor's office, he heard something new. Walking doesn't activate or strengthen all the muscles needed for real stability. Mr. Allen had endurance, but his strength was fading. The muscles around the hips, thighs and knees need specific targeted movements. Simple exercises like bodyweight squats, seated leg lifts, resistance band workouts, or even just heel raises while standing can help tremendously. And here's the best part. You don't need a gym or heavy weights. Doing these kinds of strength exercises just 2 or 3 times a week, even at a light level, can make a big difference. What matters most is consistency and choosing movements that activate both the front and back of your legs. Here's a powerful truth. When your legs stay strong, so do you. You walk with confidence. You get up with ease. You prevent falls before they happen. And the stronger your foundation, the longer you maintain your independence. Walking is great for your heart, but it's strength that keeps you on your feet. So if you've been skipping resistance training, thinking walking was enough, maybe it's time to give your legs the extra attention they deserve. After all, they've carried you through a lifetime, and they deserve the care to keep carrying you, strong and steady, for many years to come. Number 2. Balance and coordination exercises. After 70, one of the most overlooked aspects of health after 70 is balance. Many people think, if I'm still walking every day, my balance must be fine. But that's not always true. Walking tends to follow a predictable rhythm, one foot in front of the other, usually on flat ground and in familiar environments. Real-life balance, however, is much more dynamic. It's about reacting quickly, adjusting to the unexpected, and staying steady when things get chaotic. And if you're not specifically training those reactions, you may start to lose them without even noticing. Let me tell you about Mrs. Parker. She's 80 years old and proud of her daily walk around the block. She walked with a steady pace, felt good doing it, and rarely got tired. But one day, her granddaughter dropped a ball in the kitchen. It rolled right under her feet, and in a split second, Mrs. Parker fell. It wasn't because she was weak. It wasn't because she was clumsy. It was because her body had lost the ability to recover from sudden movement. Her coordination had quietly weakened, and she didn't even realize it. The good news is you can train your balance, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Try standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. Walk heel to toe in a straight line down a hallway. March slowly in place. Or even join a Tai Chi class. These are all excellent for balance. These simple, Movements strengthen the smaller stabilizing muscles in your ankles and hips, and they also help your brain stay sharp and ready to react when the unexpected happens. That little stumble on the rug, that misstep on the stairs, that quick spin you didn't plan for. Balance training helps you stay upright instead of falling. The key is to make this type of movement a regular part of your weekly routine. You can't rely on luck or assume your balance is just fine. You need to challenge it, strengthen it, and practice how your body responds. Falls are the #1 cause of serious injury among adults over 70, and often they don't happen because of weakness. They happen in a split second when your body can't recover fast enough. Walking alone won't fix that. You need movements that teach your body to react and stabilize, no matter what comes your way. So ask yourself, when was the last time you stood on one foot or spun around without holding on to anything? It might sound like child's play, but these are life-saving skills, and the more you train now, the more likely you are to avoid a fall that could take months or even years to recover from. Number 3, protect your joints with low-impact movements. As the years go by, our joints carry the weight of every single step we've ever taken. Decades of effort, repetition, and of course, some natural wear and tear. Walking still offers tremendous benefits, but after 70, it's not just about how much you move, it's about how you move. Long walks, especially on hard concrete or rigid surfaces, can slowly wear down the cartilage in your knees, hips, and ankles. And when that happens, pain often follows. At this stage in life, it's less about moving more and more about moving smarter. For many older adults, the key is reducing repetitive impact and choosing exercises that protect the joints rather than overloading them. Think of Mr. Martin. He's 73 and loved his 5-mile walks around the neighborhood every morning. It was part of his identity. It felt good. It felt healthy. But over time, his knees started to hurt. He heard popping sounds going upstairs, and the lightness he once felt turned into strain. He didn't slow down because he wanted to. He slowed down because the pain made him. When he visited his doctor, he learned something most people never hear. The issue wasn't walking itself, it was how he had been walking. Every day, same routine, same hard pavement, stiff joints. No variation. That kind of constant impact builds up micro damage over time. That's why low-impact movement becomes essential after 70. Gentle stretching, swimming, water aerobics, or riding a recumbent bike. These are all fantastic options. They see. Keep the body moving without overloading your joints. Even small things, like hip circles, seated mobility exercises, or light floor stretches, can bring relief and help maintain flexibility. The secret is to keep moving, but in a way that honors the body you have today. This doesn't mean you have to stop walking altogether. It just means walking shouldn't be your only activity, and it needs to be done with care. Warm up before wear shoes with good cushioning. Avoid steep hills or uneven surfaces, and always listen to your body's signals. Many people keep walking through pain, thinking they're doing the right thing, while their joints are quietly begging for a break, or at least a new approach. Here's the truth: longevity isn't just about endurance. It's about preservation. If you want your knees, hips, and ankles to keep carrying you into your 80s, 90s, or beyond, then you need to treat them like what they are: priceless, irreplaceable parts of your body. Walking less doesn't mean giving up, it means evolving, and your joints will thank you for that, one careful, intentional step at a time. Number 4, boost your brain health with intentional mental activity. When we think about staying healthy after 70, our first thoughts usually go straight to the body, keeping the heart strong, the muscles active, the blood flowing. But there's one vital organ that often gets left behind: the brain. The truth is, your brain needs exercise too. Walking may keep your heart healthy, yes, but it doesn't challenge your mind the way focused mental activity does. If your goal is to stay sharp, alert, and full of memory and clarity as the years go on, then training your brain is just as important as moving your body. Take Ms. Barbara, age 79. She walked every day, read the morning paper, and kept a tidy home. Her routine was calm and familiar, but slowly she began forgetting names, losing track during conversations, and even misplacing her daily to-do list. Then, During a checkup, her doctor asked her a simple question: when was the last time you learned something new? That question stayed with her, because even though her body was in motion, her mind was running on autopilot. The brain craves novelty. It needs challenges, curiosity, and effort to stay healthy. Activities like learning a new card game, trying a fresh recipe, writing a handwritten letter, or practicing a few words in another language can awaken parts of your brain that have been quiet for years. And it's not about being perfect. What matters is being present, using your memory, creativity, logic, and focus. These moments of effort build something called your cognitive reserve, a kind of mental savings account that may help delay or even prevent age-related decline in brain function. Science has shown that regular mental activity can also lift your mood, increase your energy, and reduce the risk of depression, a condition that often goes unnoticed in older adults. While walking can become a routine, mental activity must break the routine. So, if your days are starting to look the same, watching the same shows, reading the same headlines, doing the same chores, it might be time to shake things up. Build a puzzle. Try memorizing a short poem. Join a reading or discussion group. Take on a challenge that requires attention, logic, or even a little creativity, because a healthy brain isn't built by doing the same thing over and over. It's strengthened through curiosity, presence, and the courage to keep learning. And the more you feed that part of yourself, the more it gives back, in clarity, confidence, and connection to the world around you. Number 5. Cardiovascular support through posture and breathing. At first glance, posture and breathing might seem too simple to make a real difference, but after 70, these quiet, often overlooked habits can have a major impact on your heart, your brain, and your overall energy. You can walk every day and still feel winded, tired, or low on energy, and that fatigue doesn't always come from your muscles. Sometimes, it comes from how you breathe and how you hold your body. Most of us were never taught how to breathe deeply. As the years go by, shallow breathing and slouched posture can become automatic. This limits the oxygen your body absorbs and adds extra strain on your heart. Let's look at Leonard, age 78. He thought his shortness of breath was just part of getting older. He wasn't overweight, he didn't smoke, and his walking routine hadn't changed. But during a physical therapy session after a minor surgery, something became clear. Leonard's shoulders were always hunched forward, his chest collapsed, and his breathing was quick and shallow. Over time, that poor posture and shallow breathing led to lower oxygen levels during his walks, which made his heart work harder than it needed to. But with some simple breathing exercises and posture corrections, Leonard's energy began to return within just a few weeks. That's why diaphragmatic breathing and deep belly breathing are so powerful. They activate your parasympathetic nervous system, helping you stay calm, clear-minded, and better oxygenated. They can lower blood pressure, improve circulation, and take the load off your heart. Pair that with proper posture, shoulders gently back, chin level, spine tall, and you create the ideal environment for your heart and lungs to work efficiently, especially while you're moving. This isn't about standing tall to look a certain way. It's about creating space in your chest so your organs can function without unnecessary pressure. And the best part? You can practice better breathing and posture anytime, anywhere, sitting down, lying in bed, standing in line, or even during your walks. The key isn't perfection, it's consistency. 5 minutes of deep breathing in the morning, checking your posture throughout the day, or gently stretching your upper back and chest can completely shift how you feel by evening. These aren't flashy exercises, but they are foundational. They are where your calm, energy, and heart health begin. So the next time you feel short of breath or unusually tired even after your regular walk, don't rush to blame it on age. Look at your posture, check in with your breathing, and most importantly, ask how you really feel in your body today. Because sometimes the biggest difference in how you live isn't in how far you walk, it's in how deeply you breathe while walking. It's important to reflect on these 5 key shifts for your health. Walking has its place, but after 70 your well-being depends on more than just taking steps. It depends on strength in your legs, steadiness in your balance, care for your joints, attention to your mind, and the depth of your breath. These areas are deeply connected, not just to how long you live, but more importantly, to how well you live while you're here. Many people keep doing what they've always done, not realizing their bodies have changed. But you are not the same as you were at 50 or 60, and that shouldn't be feared. It should be respected. Your body is wiser now, more sensitive in some ways, more powerful in others. It needs a different kind of care, one that listens, adjusts, and says, I'm not just trying to stay active, I'm trying to stay well. So if you've been walking every day and wondering why your knees ache, why your energy dips, or why your balance feels off, it's not your imagination. Your body is asking for more than just movement. It's asking for intentional care, and the good news, you can start that care right now with a simple balance exercise, a mindful breath, or just a moment of standing tall. Tomorrow your body will remember health and vigor to heal every pain.